everybody for coming out today. Thanks for all the Tea Party organizations from around Chicagoland for descending on Lockport to put together a wonderful event here today. It's a great crowd, wonderful facilities here. Thanks to everybody at Cottonwood Farm for allowing us to use the property. Very nice, wonderful. And you couldn't ask for a nicer day for this either. I just wanted to take a minute here and recognize the veterans. Do we have any veterans with us today? Give us a wave. All right, guys. Everybody, we want to thank you veterans. I mean, obviously, without your service and sacrifice during peacetime, wartime, the way of life that we take for granted every day, the freedoms that we enjoy would not be possible. And that's a fact. And we owe you a debt of gratitude that we could never possibly repay, except to let you know that we're forever grateful to what you've done for us. So thank you. A big Tea Party round of applause for the veterans. Thank you, folks. I wanted to share a brief story that hits close to home. The date would be June 16th. A lady I work with got a call first thing in the morning from the United States Marine Corps to inform her that her son, Lance Corporal Anthony Robertson, was injured in Afghanistan while on patrol. Turns out this day, Tony and his four-man firing team were sent out on patrol, and ironically it wasn't their scheduled time to go out, it was someone else's, but they went anyway as duty called. As they're on patrol in kind of a hot area, they see an insurgent run across the field in front of them. So they pursue. And this patch of land that they're covering is gently rolling. It's some ups and some downs. They go across the field, and as their insurgent is nearing a tree line, they approach, and all of a sudden, boom, an IED was detonated. In the aftermath, the Marines investigate and discover that it wasn't a tripwire or proximity type device, but instead the insurgent running across the field was nothing more than a decoy. And some cold-blooded, rotten, filthy terrorist bastard was waiting behind a rock with a remote control device. When they got close enough, he popped the remote control to detonate the device. Tony was hit in the face, neck, arms, shoulder area, groin area, both legs, has 2 broken eardrums, concussion. He was treated in a field hospital on 18th of June. He was flown to Germany, underwent surgery there, removing shrapnel from within millimeters of his jugular. He's lucky to be alive. He's making a recovery. A couple days later, it was June 19th, they sent him to Bethesda Naval Hospital, where he underwent more surgeries. The good news is he's upbeat, he's positive. He's a Marine after all. He's taking it in stride. Thanks. But the first words out of his mouth when he awoke from his injuries was not, how am I? Am I going to be okay? Am I in one piece? No, his first words were, how's Tim? Tim was his buddy on point that day. Tim took it a little harder than Tony. Same types of injuries, but he lost a finger. He also suffered injuries in his abdominal area where he took some shrapnel up under his flak jacket. But fortunately, both guys are making a speedy recovery. They were across the hall from one another at Bethesda, constantly keeping tabs on one another. But the news gets even better than this, because today at 8:45 a.m., Tony Robertson came home to be reunited with his wife and 3-year-old daughter in Willow Springs. Fantastic, isn't it? And there, Tony was greeted by the police and fire department, the village officials, and all the townsfolk from the community there, giving him a warm welcome home to say, thanks, Tony, God bless you. I just want to ask all of you folks to pray for Tony and his family. Tim, the man on point that day, and the 2 fellas in behind. I'm sorry I don't know their names, but they came to the rescue to administer first aid. Were it not for them, those boys wouldn't be alive today. So this is, again, a story that hits close to home. It's very real, but I'm grateful for Leslie, his mother, who works with us at the office. Thanks for your prayers for them, and never forget what our men and women go through in uniform to take care of our way of life. So with that, thank you, and have a great 4th of July.
This will be a little bit different Tea Party rally today. As you can see, we have booths set up all around. Rather than just have it be focused on the stage, what we're doing is allowing you to walk around and visit the 16 tea parties and some other groups that are participating in this activity. So we'll tell you a little bit about that, and then we'll give you time to walk around, take your kids to the activities, and then come back at, well, we have a schedule. How many people have the schedule of the events for today? Okay, right there will also be your checklist of all the booths. So we hope you can get everywhere. The map has changed so that people are not in the same places. So,
yes, tea partiers, I think we're like herding cats. We can't tell them what to do. So they set up their tables. So the map, I don't know. We tried to kind of work off of a map for you. There is a straw poll, but the most important thing is the front table is where the sign up is for the email list. And if you are a mail person or a phone call person, you can check the box. Please sign up. That's how you will be in the raffle. We're drawing from those sheets. We also have people walking around for that. So the front table, if you start there, that will give you your list of all the tables like Lori told you. And the next segment will be at 12:15, so we're going to give you time to walk around, have some lunch, and mingle with everybody, and let's get to know each other and work together to take this country back, okay?
if you'd like to speak up, because usually you sit in the audience and the stage does the talking, you can come over to the Cook County booth and you can do a 1 to 2 minute speech in front of a group of people over there. You can also sign the sounding boards about what you want the Tea Party to do next and why you love America. And Vivian is selling t-shirts?
Yeah, the Homer, I'm Vivian Porter, Homer Lockport. We have t-shirts for sale. But more importantly, we have a Declaration of Independence. We're asking everyone to sign it to reaffirm what our country was founded on. And I have a Don't Tread on Me flag that we're all signing too because of our newfound love for our country. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Talking about that topic this morning.